So again, usual approach, read the question carefully to start with. The curve with the equation y equals hx passes through the point 419. Given that h dash of x equals this, find h of x. So again, a little bit of factual knowledge at the start. If you haven't learnt this, you're going to have a problem. So to go from h of x to h dash of x, going in that direction, we're differentiating with respect to x. So to go in the reverse direction, we've got to integrate with respect to x. So that should be straightforward now. H dash of x equals, all right, they've put a little trick in here, 15 x root x minus 14 over root x. So we know first write in k x to the n form each term. Yeah, we want it as a polynomial. So we get 15x times root x, so that's x to the 3 over 2. Yeah, again, we're using x to the a times x to the b equals x to the a plus b. So we've got x to the 1 times the square root of x is x to the half equals x to the 3 over 2. So they're the little bits of knowledge you need to answer the question. Minus 40. Root x we know is x to the half, and it's 1 over in effect. So it's negative. It's something, the root x is on the bottom, so it has a negative power. Yeah, again, the factual knowledge. X to the minus n equals 1 over x to the n. K x to the minus n is k over x to the n. So they're the things that we need to be familiar with to do the question. Right, now we're going to integrate. So h to the x, we write down the constant, add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Write it on 3 lines, please. Minus 40, write down the constant, add 1 to the power, divide by the new power, plus the constant of integration. Tidy it up. So dividing by fraction, we invert to multiply, so we get 30 over 5, which is 6. X to the 5 over 2, minus invert 40, divided by half is 80, or invert and multiply, 40 times 2 is 80, over 1, x to the half, plus c. Okay, now if you get that far, you've got probably 3, maybe 4 marks. Have to check the mark scheme specifically. But if you've missed the plus c off, you're now not going to use the second key fact in the question. Yeah, this bit up here, the point 419 is on the line. So, given 419, we can substitute in. 19 is the output, so that's h of x. 6, 4, square rooted, because that's the 2 to the power 5, minus 80 times the square root of 4, plus c. Work it out. So I've got 6 times 2 to the power 5. 2 to the 5 is 32, minus 80 times 2 is 160, plus c. So this is 180, 192, minus 160, plus c. So 19 equals 32 plus c. So c is going to be equal to minus 13, negative 13. Now, let's write out the final answer, because we're asked to find h of x. We're not just asked to find c. So h of x equals 6x to the 5 over 2 minus 80x to the half minus 13.